Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm not doing an airsoft gun review, I'm doing a review of a new camera I purchased. Got this guy at Best Buy, I got a really good deal on it. It's the Sony A6000. Let's check it out real quick before I talk about all the nitty gritty on it. Now, the Sony A6000, Alpha 6000, it's got two different models in the series, the A5100 and the A6000. This is the nicer model. I picked this because it'll do 11 shots per second instead of just 7. I wanted that in case I wanted to do some really cool airsoft snap photography and whatever else. I'm also going to be using this as my main video camera for filming airsoft gun reviews and so forth. I'm not going to take this out on the field and do video, I'm strictly going to do pictures with this. I wanted a great picture camera and I wanted it to be able to do adequate, if not really nice video for all my airsoft gun reviews. Let's face it, I've got an older camera, it's about 4-ish, maybe a little more, a few more years old. It's a Canon HFR10, it's an older model. I had the HFR 300 for a little while, I never used it because the settings on it are just a little bit different, I didn't like it as much. So I've been using the HFR 10 for years now. And I know there are better things out there, I just wanted more capabilities out of my camera, so I went ahead and got a new camera. Now, for all you guys that are watching this video and you're wanting a review of this camera, I really recommend finding a different review. I'll be honest, I'm reviewing this from an airsofter's perspective. I'm going to be reviewing this on what I like it for and specifically those things. It's going to be used for airsoft filming and recording and things like that, not professional photography, anything like that. So may not be the review for you, but hey, if it is and you're an airsofter and you're looking for a great camera, keep watching because I've got a lot of good things to say about it. Now, I'm just going to get the bad things out of the way, some of the things I didn't like. Obviously, being a more complex camera than the Canon HFR10, they're two totally different cameras. What I'm using to record this right now is a camcorder. This is more of a picture camera than a video camera, obviously. It's a lot more complex. It had a bit of a learning curve for me. I'm not used to using cameras that are this sophisticated. So I actually had to sit down for a while. I actually took it to the zoo, and I'll show you guys some pictures I took in a few minutes here. Just some of the better ones, obviously, because I took a lot of crappy ones. But I'll show you some pictures. This thing can do some really amazing work, and it's got a lot of excellent settings, a lot of lighting settings, and the major thing I wanted was to be able to autofocus manually, and I really enjoy doing really cool gunshots and things like that, so I'll show you a few of those too as well. But I think a couple of the main things I did not like about this camera, one is the audio quality. Obviously it's not foremost a video camera, so I'm going to be getting, thankfully it's got a little mount up here for an external audio source, so I'll probably be getting a Sony stereo mic. And you'll see in a little bit the audio is not the greatest on this. I did record my review on the new X3500 X Cortec chronograph with the mic in this camera, and be able to hear it there as well as more in this video when I get to that point. Another thing I really did not like about this camera is the fact that it only comes with a lens as a 3x zoom. Not the worst thing in the world. You know, obviously I'm filming in my downstairs here. If I'm going outside, I'm really not using too much of a zoom as far as filming, but as far as picture taking, when I'm going to be out in the airsoft field, or if I'm doing like a shooting review of some kind, and I want to really zoom in and get a good shot on the back of my target that I'm shooting at, I really want more than a ×3 zoom. So I ended up buying a new lens, and that's this lens. This is the Sony 55-210 zoom lens. It's got a really nice autofocusing system. It's not as good for low light or really close-up pictures. It's really meant for a zooming picture. It did come with a sunshade and a couple of caps for the front and back, and I always keep those on there just to make sure the lenses and all the connections don't get damaged at all, or to be safe. Best Buy luckily had an open box item of one of these. I got a really good deal on it too. I think it was like I think I paid $245 for it. Really good deal. It was almost brand new. A little bit of dust on it. You can tell someone probably had it sitting somewhere for a few days and they brought it back. But between this and the camera, I paid it was just under like $900 or $850 after tax. Really fantastic deal on all of it. So I haven't had a chance to test this mount much. I haven't gotten out to the field a whole lot. Weather's been awful out here in Washington. But we'll be getting some more testing on this pretty soon, I hope, when I go out to the field and really start taking pictures. Now, something not huge I didn't like about it, you know, I can always get a buddy of mine to help me out with this, or I can position the camera, shoot, and then check, and then go shoot again. But this was something that's a small gripe I'm not too concerned about. my Canon HFR10 has a screen that I can turn around and I can see myself as I'm filming, so I can know I'm within the shot or something like that. The Sony, this particular one does not do that. The screen will lift off a little bit here, you can see that. The lower model, the A5100, actually had a screen that would flip around. I wanted a nicer camera than what that offered, so I'd have a little more potential to do some different things with it. So I opted to get the A6000 instead. It was like $100 more. It had the nicer picture options, not the selfie style video screen. Now, let's talk about a few things I really like about the camera that I'm going to be using for more airsoft photography and things like that. Obviously, it's got the 1080p video at 60 frames per second. That's fantastic. I really like that about this camera. But it's also got some fantastic features like 11 frames per second. That's with optimal lighting. If you got the lighting jacked up on this thing, it's going to slow the frame rate down. So if you got a pretty low light setting on here, f-stop, ISO, on all those different things. I'm not super savvy with all that yet, so I'm working on it, guys, don't worry. But if you had those really jacked up, you're taking in a lot of light, it's going to slow your frame rate down. So you got to have it a little bit lower light to get at 11 frames per second. Aside from that, the autofocus on this is just great. 0.6 seconds is what it says. It claims to be the fastest in the world, so fantastic. It's as fast as I need it to be. It's able to catch my cats in mid motion when they're jumping around or running around, so that's all I need it for. If I can catch my cats doing things, I can catch airsofters doing things. I guarantee my cats are a lot faster. But as far as the camera goes, let me go ahead and show you a couple of the pictures that I was able to take just at the zoo and around my house. I love taking pictures of my cats. They're really funny to take pictures of sometimes. I got a lot of really cruddy ones, but let me show you the really good ones that I got right here. Now these first few pictures here, they're just all from the zoo. They're all with the stock lens, just playing with the aperture and the lighting and all kinds of different things. A couple of these snakes, random things. These are just some of the better pictures I took, obviously. I did take a lot of really poor pictures, so I did a lot of picking through these. This frog was pretty cool. He was kind of a logical frog, kind of funny. And that bear just looks like he wants to sleep all day. Now this is my cat Gigi. She's super funny, very persnickety. Katie's a little more of a bitchy animal, to be honest, but she's really cool. I had a lot of fun actually sitting down next to these guys and getting these pictures. These were a lot of fun to take. She looks like she's really pissed off there. Gigi just wants me to leave her alone there. It's pretty funny. Alright, so I've switched over to the Sony A6000 camera. I'm speaking a little bit louder now so the mic on this camera can pick me up a little bit better. Obviously it's not a shotgun mic like I've been using on my Canon HFR10. Let me pick it up here real quick here. This is the Canon HFR10 I've been using. It's got the little mic jack in the back. You can see it's got the screen I can flip around here and I can see myself in the front. I lose some of those features with the Sony, but then again, it's more of a picture camera than a video camera, so I'm fine with that. Now, although this camera has autofocus, because I can't see myself in the screen and flip it around, I'm leaving it more on autofocus. So it takes a second to sometimes focus in on me, so I've got to wait a couple of seconds after I sit down and start filming so I can make sure it's focused on me. Then I'll usually go back and check the video and make sure it's all focused, the lighting's good. I don't like leaving it on auto lighting as far as the like f-stop and all those different things. I like to leave it on manual, and I like to set it at a certain spot. So when I'm waving my camera around, moving it around, when I'm filming, I get a very consistent lighting level, so it doesn't auto adjust and go up and down and get bright and dark. I didn't like that about the Canon. I didn't have those features. The Sony does, and my shots, my video look a lot more consistent using that. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of really cool gun shots of just varying the focus on some things, getting some different lighting, taking a few pictures, kind of give you a feel for what this camera can do. And it's all just going to be my downstairs here and kind of allow you to see how it looks. Now these are just some pictures I took around my pool table in my downstairs here. It's a VFC VR16. It's a KWA Beretta M93. I'm trying to get rid of that. This is my VFC Elite Tactical too, and I varied the zoom on the shots with a little bit, just with the manual focus on the ×3 lens. I didn't do it too much, just to give you kind of a sample of what it looks like here. And this is of the Beretta 93. I wanted to vary the zoom on it, so obviously it's not the most steady shot. You can see it shake a little bit here. And this is just along the side of my pool table and just kind of zooming down the side of it. not really zooming, actually, more manually focusing, so we can vary the focus on it, which I really like this feature. This is the main thing I wanted out of the camera. And this is just a couple of Beretta 93 mags and the lens you can see there on the right, and doing the same thing. And this last one's just a really quick test on a rifle scope. Alright guys, what do you think? I think this is a great camera, especially for filming videos and taking awesome pictures on the airsoft field. Again, this isn't really a review of everything about the camera. I'm just giving you my feel of it, what I like about it, what I don't, and its capabilities for what I'm using it for. I really like it so far. Wish the battery life were a little bit better, but then again, you know, batteries aren't that expensive. I can get a couple off Amazon for like 25 bucks plus a charger, so not complaining at all there. Hey, if you guys feel up to it, I've got 2 places you can go check out. I've got a link to a Facebook page you can look at. It's my coworker's page for photography, and he likes it. I'm also going to shout out my other coworker. They're both doing photography because he actually bought the same camera at work, the Sony A6000. So go check him out as well. I've got 2 links for them in the description. Go check them out. They're pretty cool stuff. Also, go check out my Facebook page, ASTKilo23. I've got a link to that in the description as well. I usually post some pictures, some videos, a lot of links to new videos, and occasionally like a little contest or like, you know, what do you guys prefer kind of question. So go like that as well. It's only got a few hundred likes, and a few more would be kind of nice because a lot of people seem to enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review on the Sony A6000 camera. I'll be getting a lot more videos to you in the near future. They're all going to be filmed with this camera, so hopefully you enjoy it more, and I'll endeavor to get a new stereo mic for it as soon as my bank account can possibly afford it. Thanks for watching, guys, and take it easy.